Hi everyone. Everyone wants to know, how can I have a healthy immune system with all the attention on the coronavirus and the numbers of people that are getting sick? How can I have a healthy immune system? So today I'm going to talk to you about why having a healthy gut is so important to having a healthy immune system and some tips on how to do just that. So my name is Dr. Tom Rofrano, founder of the Natural Medicine Clinic and author of The Free Diet, a clinically proven plan to heal your gut and thyroid and free yourself from pain, fatigue, fogginess, and fat. And there's a reason why I put gut first, how to heal your gut, okay? Because everything else with regards to your health depends on the health of your gut, including your immune system. About 70% of your entire immune system is located in your gut. So it stands to reason having a healthy gut can go a long way in having a healthy immune system. So I had a patient recently let me know that ever since she's been coming in, she hasn't been sick at all, had a cold or anything in months, even though people around her are sick. And the interesting thing was she didn't come in to strengthen her immune system. She came in for a gut issue. So I'll tell you how that went and give you some tips along the way on how you can also improve your gut and in turn your immune system. So she came in with severe digestive symptoms for many years. She was in her 30s. She had bloating, constipation, nausea, vomiting. This had been going on for many years. All these chronic digestive issues, of course. She was feeling miserable, tired, shortness of breath. She was just so tired she could barely work out. She'd get dizziness when she stood up quickly. Shallow breathing, cold hands and feet, feeling cold all over. She needed a lot of sleep, heart palpitations. She was just feeling overall terrible. Whenever she ate, she would feel bloated. She'd get heartburn. So let me ask you, if you felt like this, do you think you would have a strong, healthy immune system? Of course not. You would just feel terrible and weak. And the thing is, she had been to doctors and they would say, oh, it's IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Well, I think more accurately it's irritable bug syndrome, because a lot of these cases people end up having bugs or yeast parasites, bacteria in their guts that are ultimately a big cause of this. So she'd even been to a functional medicine doctor who was more thorough, at least found out that she was anemic, low in iron, so that was causing a lot of her tiredness. So gave her iron supplements and a natural supplement for her gut, but she still had all these symptoms. So when she came in, I did an evaluation, did some thorough testing, and one of the things a number of things came up, but so she had, of course, low iron, so she had deficiencies, iron, vitamin D, many other nutrients she was low in. So her white blood count was low, right? So having a low white blood count, what does that mean? It means your immune system is compromised, all right? So your immune system is weak. And borderline anemic, thyroid also under functioning. So the question is, instead of stopping there, what's causing all this? Someone just doesn't become anemic. I mean, she was eating red meat, unless there's some gut issue, so malabsorption we look for, or bleeding, something going on there. So this did a stool test, and that came back that she had some yeast overgrowth and H. pylori, which is a bacteria in your gut. H. pylori, it can cause ulcers and all kinds of symptoms. It can cause gastric bleeding, thus leading to deficiencies, low iron, etc., and a lot of these other symptoms. So we have to address getting that cleared up, getting these infections cleared up. And then there were deficiencies on top of that, because if your gut is messed up, then you're going to have malabsorption. And on top of that, the food reactions, like she had gluten sensitivity. So she was highly sensitive to gluten. That caused leaky gut, then more malabsorption, more symptoms. That leads to other food sensitivities. She actually had allergies to, true allergies to four different foods amongst other sensitivities. So all of these things are wreaking havoc on her gut. No wonder why she had the nausea, the bloating, the gas, the constipation, all these infections, and the irritable bug syndrome, the IBS, the irritation from the foods, the food sensitivity, the gluten, all of that. So, and that caused hormonal imbalances on top of it. High levels of mercury was another thing. So if you're not eliminating, if you're constipated and you're not clearing out toxins, what are these, say the mercury from the seafood you're eating, for instance, where does it go? It just doesn't eliminate very easily. So these are all different things that need to be addressed in order to get healthy and thus improve your immune system so that you stay healthy and avoid getting sick. And with this virus, this coronavirus currently going around, the main thing, the people that are avoiding getting sick are the ones with healthy immune systems. So the ones taking it the hardest, of course, just like with any cold, flu, any illness really, are ones with weakened immune system. So you want to do everything you can to strengthen your immune system, and having a healthy gut is so important to this. So what we did first, between diet and supplements. So as far as diet goes, the free diet is what I came up with to help with situations like this, because it's not only free of gluten. Again, she was gluten sensitive, but gluten-free diets just aren't enough. What I found works the best is a diet free of not only gluten, but gluten, grain, sugar, yeast, dairy, eggs, soy, legumes, nightshades, and processed foods. So it's free of all those common allergenic and inflammatory foods. So that allows your gut to heal while you're avoiding those. And as you get better, you can start reintroducing foods later on in like phase 2 and 3. So that's the diet. And the diet being free of gluten, grain, sugar, yeast kind of starves the yeast overgrowth, the bacteria, any parasites, etc., because they thrive on sugar, yeast, grains, starches. And then, and by the way, if you want a copy of phase 1 of the free diet, I will put a link below, so feel free to take advantage of that and click on that link. And secondly, as far as our natural medicine formula supplements, to help with this, we start with the functional 5, which is multivitamin, fish oil, vitamin D, magnesium, and a probiotic. And when you have this many things going on with the yeast overgrowth, bacterial overgrowth, you want a very strong probiotic. In this case, we used what I call a probiotic stream 350, and that has over 350 billion in one serving. So that's a very powerful therapeutic dose. So we use that for a while daily. And then as far as the other gut supplements, things like I use GI Mend, Yeast Defeat, a product called Gastroblast, that's for support, stomach support for H. pylori, gut immune repair, and gastric zyme, and GI Mend, which is helpful to supporting leaky gut situations. If you want more detail in it, there I'll outline it, and I have a chapter in the book on irritable bowel syndrome and parasites. So everything I'm talking about now is in there as well. And then secondly, for deficiencies, so iron, of course, we want to replace the iron with use a fairly high dose of iron, along with C for absorption, also helpful for your immune system, as you know. And when we rechecked her labs in 4 weeks, some of the initial labs we rechecked, her iron levels were back to normal. Most of her symptoms had cleared up. Energy was back. She could exercise. The shortness of breath cleared up. Palpitations. All the gut symptoms had cleared up after having them for years. So it's a matter of really finding out what your underlying root causes are. It doesn't matter, like, say how long you've had something, but if you really take the time to investigate these different areas and what the underlying causes are, then you can clear up these chronic gut issues and in turn have a healthy, strong immune system so that you can function and live a healthy life. So if you would like to hear more from me and want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, feel free to do that below for earlier notification of new videos. And if you'd like a copy of the free diet phase 1, just feel free to click on that link below as well, and we'll get you that. So thanks so much for joining me today. Really appreciate that. Stay healthy and look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.